can feel all of the changes. I'm sure you can feel the changes. A lot is happening. So I want to give you some updates and definitely be here to support in whatever way I can. That is not changing, but there are going to be some big changes. So when you get here, whether you're watching me live, which I'm live on my personal profile, my Facebook page, and on YouTube, all at the same time, that you'll notice there's been some changes and there's going to continue to be some changes on my page. So again, when you get here, please comment and let me know that you can hear me okay, that you can see me okay. Tell me where you're watching from. Is it the book or is it the YouTube? Hi, Rox. How are you? All right. So you might have noticed for the last week, we haven't been posting much up until Monday, yesterday. We haven't been posting much and putting stuff out there. And there's a good reason for it. And I'll explain all of that later. But what I want to really urge all of you to do, no matter where you're watching me from, is to, if you have TikTok or you have YouTube, to follow me over there. On TikTok, I am Bernadette Gold. On YouTube, I'm The Gold Factor. And you can find the links in my bio. Just click the link. Hi, Angela. You see me, you hear me. Cool. But if you have TikTok, I'd like to know if you can drop it in the comments, because I am spending a lot more time building content on TikTok. So many people are over there. I'm not worried that the app is going to disappear. Spirit has given me very clear indication that it will stay. So everyone needs to just chill and relax. So follow me on TikTok, Bernadette Gold, my name. You can always go to my website. All my links are across the top, but on social media, all my links are here. And if you have a problem following me, let me know. But I am putting out a lot of content on TikTok. Now, if you're following my page, right, Bernadette Gold on Facebook, you need to follow my personal profile, which is Bernadette Gold and the number 1, all one word. And here's why. All of my posts on my Instagram and on my business page are getting hidden. I had to reconnect everywhere with some recent changes to the platform, and my stuff's not getting out there. So I'd prefer for us to stay connected, that you follow my personal page, my personal profile, which is just Bernadette Gold and the number 1, Bernadette Gold 1. I don't know how much time I will spend over here on these platforms. I will absolutely continue to post content over on YouTube, whether it's YouTube Shorts or videos, and doing lives. Thanks, Debbie. I feel amazing. I am doing so much better than I was before. And yeah, thank you. I feel a ton better. I still don't know if I'm cancer free. I'm a little concerned that I'm not, because the tumor in the lump is changing and I have some pain going on. My oncologist said we got to wait till the PET scan on the 3rd, and then I won't have the results until Valentine's Day. I'll probably have the results on the Sunday before Valentine's Day, but she's not meeting with me until then. And then I have 2 oncologist appointments then. So, yeah. So, yeah. Are you guys on TikTok? Tell me. Do you have TikTok accounts? Because I am going to be doing a lot of lives over there. I'm going to be doing like coaching and offering some teachings over there. A lot of what I spent a ton of time over here doing, I used to do a lot more of before I got cancer. I'm over there and I'm building my lives and planning to go live there daily. Right now, the plan is to go live over there at 7 p.m. Eastern every day except Thursdays and the 3rd Wednesday of every month. because we have Hidden Wisdom coaching on the third Wednesday of every month. And then we have Charm Life every single Thursday. So I can't broadcast on those days. I may just change the time on those. But the reality is, I have a ton of followers that are engaged over there, that want to learn, that want to grow, and my stuff's not getting suppressed. And I'm finding a lot of the platform here is not letting my material go out. Maybe on my personal, I don't know. I don't, but I need to get one. Yeah, so if you don't have the app on your phone in the US, you're hard pressed to get it on your phone. Just saying. But that should be changing. I think that they'll get the ban repealed, the law that banned TikTok. They will get it repealed, but it's going to take some time. So anywho, so I want to know where you are. Are you on my business page right now on Facebook? If you're watching from Facebook, or are you on my personal profile? You can always add me on my personal profile, but I am going to probably be putting out content in video form, versus doing it on lives. I'm going to spend a lot of my live time over there. You've never had TikTok, and that's okay. You guys don't have to. You can follow me on Blue Sky, Bernadette Gold at Blue Sky. I'm over there. I haven't been posting. I've got to get myself into a schedule, but right now I've been focusing very, very hard on creating my content over on TikTok and growing my following, engaging with my two new besties over there. It's a great platform. All right. So that aside, let's talk about how you're feeling. How are you feeling? How are you feeling with the things that are happening right now with the deportation and immigration stuff? How are you feeling about the rollbacks on reproductive women's rights? How are you feeling about the threats to healthcare? Hi, Miss Sonia. Happy birthday, girlfriend. I hope you saw my post. I'm not sure if I posted directly on your thing or if I posted on a post where you're celebrating your birthday, but happy birthday. I look beautiful and healthy. I'm feeling very, very good. You're feeling anxious, I bet. Yeah. So I'm not. And let me tell you why. I tried to tell everybody on Facebook and on YouTube for months and months, even when I was sick, like part of my, and if you want to go back and watch some of my videos detailing my cancer journey, I talked a lot about how, especially at the end, how Spirit was really telling me part of my journey and broadcasting and sharing real and raw as I was going through the hardest parts of it was to show you what deconstruction and reconstruction looks like in somebody's life. Because on many levels, that is what we are seeing on a mass scale, right? Not letting this bother me right now. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Don't let it bother you. But also don't let it, like, don't avoid it. None of us can avoid what's happening. Had I avoided it, going to the hospital when my body was starting to shut down, my kidneys were shutting down, my liver was not operating properly. Had I avoided it and ignored it and was like, well, I'm just going to pretend like everything's fine, I would not be here today. So take that as you will, but that is a message for you. A lot of people do not want to face what's happening because maybe your personal life has not been affected yet. Currently, I'm on disability still because I am not even cancer free yet, as far as I know. Even though they gave me the, oh yeah, you're in remission back with chemo, and then threw me into radiation and said, oh, well, no, there's still active disease, still metabolically active. Got my hopes up, dashed against the stones really fast, but that's okay. Took it as it rolled, went through my radiation treatments, right? And here I am fighting to come back from massive fatigue. Chemotherapy stays in your system for over a year, and radiation takes months to overcome the effects of radiation. So my stomach's still not back to normal. Does that mean that I'm not going to push through and address the things that I have to address and rebuild the things that I'm capable of rebuilding. I've got to. I got to. Not avoiding it. I know it's happening. It will affect my family. So there's a couple things that me and my family are doing. My dad brought this up the other day because his passport is expired and he is concerned. We are brown. He fought in the military. He was a drill instructor in the Marine Corps, but our nationality, our race, it's hard for people to figure out who we, where we come from. Well, Hawaiian, Filipino, Portuguese. There's some Spanish roots in there. And so he asked me the other day, can you help me renew my passport? It expired. And he's very, very aware of the fact that he should be carrying his passport with him, his papers. Does that remind any of you of anything? I have my passport now with me in my purse and I carry it with me. Anxiety, but I'm doing it to myself, being so obsessed with social media content on both sides. I vow to myself to put my trust in God first. Perfect. Then proceed with caution, follow independent platforms. I will not be manipulated. Exactly. I want to be educated, not clouded by hate. I love all of that, Sonia. I love all of that. I will not be silenced. I will not. And that's part of why I told you guys, if you're not my friend on Facebook, if you're not following my personal profile, you need to, because I have had to reconnect all the meta stuff 3 times in 24 hours. It keeps getting disconnected. Is that because maybe I block certain profiles? Maybe. Well, who knows, right? Some of my friends that I follow in the Native American community have had family members profiled, and they have passports. Some of them have CIBs and whatnot, but the fact that it really has nothing to do with what citizenship you are, and they're trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, screams very loudly. Now, look, I'd be happy if you send me from where my family comes from, Hawaii, but then can all of the people who don't have ancestry and native roots there leave? Because that's what we're talking about. And that's what the Native Americans are talking about. These are important discussions. I really want you guys to think about, not from the standpoint of worry, I want you to think about, what would Christ do? Christ consciousness, I talked to you guys about over and over and over again. What would Jesus do? Would Jesus go hide? Would Jesus remain silent? Would he say, this doesn't affect me? No. He came to change lives, to heal the sick, to feed the poor, to uplift the hearts, to take care of the needy. And he spoke loud and he spoke proud. Why? Because it was necessary. He was not silenced, even though they threatened his life. And inevitably, he knew what he had to do, and he sacrificed for all of us. Some of the greatest leaders of all time, Martin Luther King. We just had Martin Luther King Day last week. Martin Luther King knew he needed to sacrifice to get his voice heard. So I really want you guys to pay attention to whose voices they're trying to silence right now. And why are they so against females, women energy? Because women are the nurturers. The feminine energy is intuitive, it's nurturing. We are the mama bears. Like, you mess with the people around me and I'll come out swinging, right? That's mama bear. Mama bear. She takes care of her cubs. We can't allow our voices to be silenced. We can't allow free speech to be suppressed, repressed, removed. I know I probably sound like, Bernadette, why are you talking about this? Because so many people come to me and have been messaging me privately. And they're like, I've got family members who don't agree with me. I'm not telling y'all to argue with anybody, telling you to stand in love, stand in peace. Know that everything that is happening right now is happening so that the things that have been done in the dark can be exposed and we can do something about it. But remaining silent is not what I'm going to do. And I can't tell you what to do. God will put that on your heart. I'm so grateful I saw your live and listening to you today. I needed to hear this. You're truly amazing. I love you. Follow me on TikTok because I am going to be doing lives in TikTok where you can be brought up. You're right. Like you don't have to come on screen. You can be brought up and we can have a dialogue conversation and it will help other people. You know, because I'm trying to build my platform over there because I want to be of service at this time of great change, of this great paradigm shift, because I want to offer what I can offer, whether that be talking y'all down, bringing energy that's going to bring you peace, tapping with you, whatever I got in my toolbox, I'm not going to gatekeep. I am going to be here for it. Now, if y'all want to work with me on a deeper level, join Hidden Wisdom. It's $40 a month. And here's the reason why. I just released, I don't know if you guys realize this, I just released into Hidden Wisdom. I put it up for sale separately, but into Hidden Wisdom, a new tarot book, a program that will teach you how to read the tarot to answer 4 specific questions that will get you out of confusion, fear, stagnation, right? Will put you on that path. Where did I come up with it? I was having a hard time creating a vision for my future. The Bible says when there is no vision, the people perish. At the beginning of the year, I'm so good at manifesting, setting out my intentions, but I'm like, Spirit, I don't know what direction to go right now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And a lot of that had to do with I was still physically weak. And they said, what 4 questions do you need to answer for your clients when you're coaching them to get them unstuck, to get them powerfully moving forward? First question, what does your heart desire? Right? Not what does your head think you need to do? What does your fear, your lack, your desperation think you need? What does my heart desire? Because my heart's connected to my higher self and to infinite wisdom. So that's the first question. The second question I always answer for myself and my clients, what am I avoiding? And this will call you out. I'm not kidding. What am I avoiding that is creating an obstacle for having what my heart desires? Powerful question. Third question, what action can I take now to powerfully align and move forward? Connected to my higher self. And finally, what energy can I embody to create alignment? 4 powerful questions. In the tarot book that I created, the Hidden Wisdom Blueprint, it is all 4 of those questions, all 78 of your tarot cards, defined and interpreted upright and reversed for every single question. So 78 times 2 for each question, all 4 questions. So 78 times 2 times 4. It took me a while to get all of that done, but here's what's coming out of it. The people that have used it in Hidden Wisdom have said, oh my gosh, I was in tears. One of the girls was like, I was in tears before I even got to the rest of the reading. I literally on the first question, what does my heart desire? Called me out. Had another person say, I thought that I was stupid. I couldn't read my tarot cards. This answered all of my questions. Like, now I know what I've been avoiding. And it called me out. It was like a message from God calling you out. So you can get that in Hidden Wisdom as part of the monthly membership for free, or you can go pay for it, which is $19.99 one-time fee. I suggest everybody join me in Hidden Wisdom because Spirit has given me a list of tarot guides to make for individual circumstances, right? And it will be in the same foundational format where there's 4 questions and we answer them and interpret them specifically, because general tarot books do not give you specifics. They're vague. Tell me in the comments, do you know what I'm talking about? And I've been reading the tarot and working with the tarot to get myself information when my head is in the way, when my ego's blocking spirit messages. And it's vague. You have to figure out, oh, what does it mean in regards to this question? Well, this takes all the guesswork out. Super accurate. So if you're interested, the link is in my bio and it will take you straight to the page. But again, I invite you guys to join us in Hidden Wisdom because there will be a new guide released every month. I'm already working on the second guide, but it's there now. And sign back up, Debbie. Don't keep coming in and out of Hidden Wisdom though. Like if you're going to be there, because like it's good for you to stay in the community. The whole thing with Hidden Wisdom that I love more than any of the courses that are in the Hidden Wisdom vault to help you understand how to stay sane, and you get to coach with me more than anything, it's the community aspect. Showing up to coaching, talking amongst ourselves, being coached, being open to messages from spirit, sharing your own experiences, having people to talk to, connect with, and build a relationship with. Super, super, super important right now. We are at the place because of the lockdowns and everything that happened that we're all craving connection. Are y'all craving connection? But not just you watching me on a screen and reading off your comments, like two-way conversation. This is why I love TikTok. Like TikTok moves fast in the lives and people are engaged. And it's amazing to me. It's just a matter of like the community aspect. I can find people that are like-minded. It's easy enough to unfollow people or to block people on there too. Now on YouTube, because my channel's not big and I've had a hell of a time getting the algorithm over there pushed out. It's been difficult, but the algorithm on TikTok is fair. If people are interested in what you're putting down, they're pushing you out to the main For You page. So it's great because thousands of people are following. I literally have added probably close to 2,000 people in the last week that are like-minded. And I've gone through and deleted a bunch of people, but that's the fabulousness of it. Regardless, though, I'm not going to disappear completely off of Meta. Tomorrow, I will not be on at all because we are literally, my daughter told me about this. There is a don't do the Meta, don't do the Amazon, don't do any of those things tomorrow as a statement to our leaders that's like, and the tech billionaires, like, we're not playing. Seriously. Definitely staying in this time. Okay, good. So I have created with Hidden Wisdom a Telegraph, if you have the app Telegraph. I created a channel over there specifically for that room so that we can all chat and engage with one another. Again, community. I'm going to be setting up a couple other channels, a main channel where I can post content on Telegram if you don't want to be on Meta. Or YouTube, or you're not on TikTok or whatever. I'm creating different ways. Again, Blue Sky, I'm on there. Haven't been posting, but I will. But Telegram is not moderated by anybody, right? When I make my channel, I can talk about whatever I want and upload videos and posts and start conversations on there. So those are things that I'm going to be doing. And I just wanted you guys to be aware. I'm actually feeling very excited for what's happening. I really do believe that Spirit puts me through some challenging, crazy things ahead of the world so that I can help lead the way to sanity and a clear path connected to Spirit. So when I got sick and when I was diagnosed with the stage 4 lymphoma in April, at first it's not like I didn't know, but just hearing it come out of a doctor's mouth and them rushing me to admit me to the hospital, it changed the seriousness of it completely and shook my foundation, and my family was there. So they were shook too, where normally I could just deal with it on my own. Well, I had tried for a year and I said, Spirit, why has this happened? They said, you're going to share your journey. And I told you guys all of that. And I shared as much as I could while I was going through it with the capacity that I had at the time. And as it went on, Spirit said, the world is entering into the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius and the planetary positions that we are going through right now will continue to go through all of 2025. Part of 2026 is an entire generational shift of consciousness. The times we've had close aspects, very similar aspects and planetary positions, we had some big things happen. World War II, the French Revolution, the American Civil War, right? We've had big movements like this. So Spirit was saying, like me going through all of this, it was to show how you can go through very hard, challenging things without falling apart. Go through it honestly, go through it radically, go through it trusting, and go through it with peace. Knowing what you need, knowing what your body needs, knowing how to keep yourself grounded no matter what's happening. For those of you with chronic illness, and I know quite a few of you follow me, I am like, my heart is with you because I understand the challenges that you go through in trying to hold it all together while dealing with physical symptoms. Well, on a whole level, the world now is experiencing the same type of symptoms because of the stress and the fear and the disinformation and misinformation, because of the conflicts that people have with their ideologies and their belief systems, right? All right, no problem, Animals Alliance. So I urge all of you to think about, all right, what needs to be deconstructed. We're seeing a lot of it. Like, we're seeing a lot of what's coming apart and what needs to be fixed. All I keep seeing when I talk to Spirit and when I look at certain posts, it's like, whether it's one party red or the other party blue, they're the same wings. They're wings of the same bird. We need a new bird. We literally need a new bird to make life fly again for every single person. We have to respect one another. We have to love one another. And I'm not saying you have to respect their actions, respect them as spirit in human form. Have compassion. Try to understand, even if they're not knowledgeable or educated, like, have compassion. There's one thing that, like, a couple months ago when I was laying in bed, I ended up watching some stuff on cults on Netflix. And it was amazing to me how easily people fell into cults, and they thought they were doing the right thing and they just wanted to be accepted. And it's amazing that their families never gave up. Like, their families were like, no, we want to save you. People, it's the same thing. Like, we can't keep cutting ties with people because they don't agree with us. We need to love them come what may. I get there's a lot of people out there going, you voted against my beliefs, my rights, my blah, blah, blah. Okay, whether they did it knowingly, fully knowingly, or they did it unknowingly, I honestly believe that everyone, because I've seen the other side, I've spoken to those on the other side, and once we give up the physical body, the veil is lifted and we're like, oh, and none of us can say we are without blemish. We've done everything perfect. If you did, you wouldn't be on this planet right now. You wouldn't. Like, literally. The ones that get off this planet early and don't have to go through struggle and strife and their bright lights in the world, they came in and their souls were already perfected. They came to drop some light on the planet and they took back off. And it's always sad because usually they're little or they're young, and we're like, man. And there came the saying, only the good die young. In some ways that could be true. But here's reality. We're all here to sprinkle some light into the world. We're all here to love one another as he loved us, and more so. We are all equipped with our unique spark of the divine. It is within you. How do I know? Because you have breath, because your heart is beating. You have life force. That's how I know. So if I am going to be someone who walks my talk, I am going to, no matter where you came from, I'm going to have compassion for you. I will not tolerate disrespect, rudeness, and bullying anywhere in my house, and my house being my social platforms as well. I will not put up with ignorance and meanness. I will block you so fast, your eyes will spin. Literally. Because if that's the way it's going to be, and people are like, well, I voted for so and so, so you're just stupid because you lost. I will not tolerate that behavior. I wouldn't if you were in my living room. I would kindly ask you to leave and show you the door, and then ask you to forget my address, my phone number, right? I'm not going to tell you I hate you because I don't, but I don't have to tolerate it. So it's really important right now, y'all, that we start to pay attention to where we have openings within our boundary system. Okay. Where are your boundaries? Where have they gotten weak? Where do you have holes in your fence, so to speak? Like, we have a neighbor, next door neighbor, who will not pay for his side of the fence. So we had to pay for the entire side of the fence. He's got a big German Shepherd and two other dogs, and there were holes in the fence. His other side, neither him nor his other neighbor will replace their fence. They've got it propped up with a dang barbecue. And when the winds come, and they do, it will blow over. And there's holes. Like, he had to fix the front of his fence, A, because the HOA nailed him, and B, because it finally broke to the point where his dogs got out. He had to go collect them at the Humane Society or the animal shelter. So, animal control, whatever. When you think about, like, where do I have holes in my fence? Where can I repair the holes? I want you to think in terms of this. If you are like me and you are a giver, tell me in the comments, are you a giver? Are you someone who gives freely to others and it gives you great joy to be of service? Are you? If you are a giver, you need to pay attention to who are the takers in my life. And if you are a taker, I'm not here to shame you, blame you, or hurt you. But if it's not balanced and you start to lose people in your life, you might want to put a check mark on that and go, wow, that's pretty selfish of me. Yeah, I love that. I know you're a giver. Miss Sonia, I know you are. But we have got to put some stop gaps in our fence from the takers. Everything is an energy exchange. I've taught you guys this over and over and over again. Doesn't matter if you say it out loud. Everything is an energy exchange. Well, if I'm always putting out energy, and people are not giving back, this is part of the reason why I am not going to be spending so much time on the Meta platforms, because we put up posts. I spend money on a third-party app to get our content out there so that you guys have inspiring posts. We take time, me and Ashley take time to create those posts, those images. It is not free. Canva's not free. I have a pro account. Metricool, where we post our content so that it goes out across many platforms at once, I have to pay for that. I'm giving to you all freely. But you know what I'm not getting? Shares. I'm not getting comments. I'm not getting likes so that new people can find me. But you know what I am getting over on TikTok? Shares, comments, likes, and people joining my lives and actually sending me gifts, monetary gifts worth a penny. Literally, I'm monetized on Facebook. The last amount of money I got for Facebook when I did probably 6 hours of lives was 6 cents. I did a 1 hour live the other night on TikTok. I made $1.55. That is not anything and I'm reinvesting it into my community when I go onto their lives. That is not anything to be like, oh my God, you can make a career out of it. But let me tell you, I follow one girl over there who started December 9th as a content creator doing lives. Now she's teaching people what she did. Her first check, $3,000. She got paid out on my birthday. And the next week, another $3,200. She's literally making $15,000 to $30,000 a month. And the people will come in and drop her gifts worth $500 repeatedly. So there is the give and receive aspect that I love. TikTok is funny. I follow this one creator who's amazing, who's also a spiritual person. And she said, TikTok is a spiritual platform. It believes in reciprocity. That's why I'm putting doubling down all over on TikTok. And I hadn't before. I literally had not been posting content over there, engaged. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. I literally now, every time I see someone come across my For You page, I literally comment, because engagement is key over there. You're judged by how much you engage, or are you just the lurker? So if you didn't know that, yeah. And like I said, I'll be talking about that stuff, any of that stuff too, on my next live, which will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern or 8. I'm still juggling those things. I may just stay on for a couple of hours because I really want to meet new people and I want to support the people that follow me. So make sure y'all are following me on TikTok, Bernadette Gold. Yes, Sandy, you're a giver. Debbie, you're a giver. Yeah. So how can we give when people are handing you dropping wisdom, knowledge? I'm giving you my time right now. And the things that Spirit have been saying to me to help you. I'm not getting anything out of this at all. And I don't intend to. This is, to me, this is how I serve my community. That's why I posted my whole journey, was to inspire y'all that are going through hard times. And I'm still here to inspire you because I'm not beyond my cancer journey yet. I'm not done, right? I still have to go through the tests and the PET scans and who knows after this. But you don't have to go through anything hard. Listen up. This is for all of you because we're all going through something real hard right now. You don't have to go through anything hard and difficult with a negative mindset, feeling stressed and depressed. Shore up your boundaries. Who are the takers? Who are my givers? I want to give to the givers. Why? Because we are going to build each other up and that energy just keeps climbing. When you as a giver are surrounding yourself with other givers, you're literally creating a staircase to heaven. Literally creating a ladder to heaven. Did you guys know that? Can you see that? Put it in the comments. Can you see that when you're around givers, it's a staircase that you're building energetically, vibrationally. When you're a giver and you're around a bunch of takers, they're cutting the ladder underneath your feet. And you're spending all your time trying to just get back up again off the ground. It's time that we stop giving our love, attention, and what's important to us and keeps us going. Stop feeding it if they're taking it and they're not giving back. Now, I'm not telling y'all to cut people off. Again, let me make this point and let me make it very clearly because I don't want to be misinterpreted. You do not need to cut all these people out of your life. But you can put them on a timeout with love. But you need to communicate that to them. I've noticed, and this is what I would say, I've noticed that I'm feeling kind of drained when we have these conversations. So I'm just going to step back for a bit. So if I don't respond to your calls or your text, just know I am thinking about you. I'm not in a place where I have the capacity to give my energy out at that moment. And see if their communications and their attempts to reach out to you change. And then open that door again. Close the door, though, for now. You don't have to lock it, right? You don't have to lock it. Just close the door. It's okay to close the door. What's not okay is to cut people off at the knees and think that somehow you are loving and of high vibration. Jesus wouldn't do that. Like I started this with, what would Christ do? Christ took on all kinds of, he never cut his detractors off at the knees. He did not. Seriously. He left conversation and the ability for them to shift, to grow, to change, left it there for them to do it. He didn't chase after them. He didn't try to convince them that they were wrong. And I'm not here to convince anyone that you're wrong. You believe what you believe. I would just question whether what I believe is actually creating community and more love and building a ladder to heaven, or is it digging a hole to hell? Because and hell not being some fiery pit, but the actual energetic place in which we reside, where we're angry all the time and we have hatred on our hearts all the time and spewing out of our mouth. I volunteer at the front desk 18 hours a week, where I live in a 55 senior community. I was promised to get paid, never happened, still stayed because my seniors love my service. Always say I'll be blessed. Okay, well, there has to be a boundary there. Like, if you were told that you were going to get paid, then you need to stop and explain to the seniors that really like having you there that they're not upholding their commitment. And if they want you to be back, that they will speak to whoever is responsible for your paycheck. That's called boundaries. Again, like, literally, people, I'm not telling you to go work for free when you were promised a paycheck. Hold their feet to the fire. Calmly, lovingly explain to the residents, I was promised to get paid. And so I'm not volunteering. Like, if someone promises to pay me, this is the reason why, in order for you to work with me, you have to pay me first. Because I learned in doing psychic readings for 20 years, in the very beginning, I learned if you do a reading for someone first and they get their anxieties quelled and they get the answers that they were hoping for, or even what they didn't want to hear, once they have what they need, they give you an excuse after an excuse. Like, there is no Hamburger Tuesday in my world, because you know who doesn't give me Hamburger Tuesday? Let me have a hamburger and I'll pay you on Tuesday. My mortgage company, my electric company, my cell phone company. They don't give me Hamburger Tuesday. My car company. None of that. The grocery store doesn't go, oh, let me give you a grocery cart full of groceries. You can pay me on Tuesday. No. So that's one of my boundaries. Like, you want me to help you? Great. Pay me first. Because I always uphold my word. And if you don't trust that I'm going to, you can always take it up with the credit card company. But we're not going to do this thing where, I'm handing out all my energy. We have to be very, very careful with where we spend our attention and our time. Look, write this down. You ready? Your attention has everything to do with the clarity of your intention. Attention equals intention. If you try to set an intention to do certain things, but your attention is pulled in every other direction, you are manifesting all over the map a bunch of madness in your life. Attention drives intention. And intention drives attention. So where is my attention and what is my intention? Attention, intention. Yes, the owner says he has agreed next month because the residents did tell him. We'll see if not. I just wouldn't go back until it's done. Like, you already owe me. Seriously. Like, there's no two ways about it. Nobody works for free. And the people that do have some misunderstandings about life and reality. Anyhow, I don't want to be on here forever because I got to save my voice for my TikTok live that I'm going to do later on. And I've got to get some content put out and get my calendar done and get my taxes, my personal taxes done. I already did my business taxes. I need to do my personal taxes. Those of you who are in business, you've got to pay your quarterlies by January 31st. I hope that you have done that. I'm all about right now, like, supporting other creators on their journey, whether that's creators on TikTok, creators and magicians in life, right? Those of you who know that you have the power to direct and control your circumstances, I'm helping everyone. Charm Life is open for enrollment. Let me say that again. 1 year worth of mastery with me, open for enrollment. You can gain control of all of your circumstances, heal all of your past, get the tools that you need that you will take with you for life. It will change your life. No joke. And you will ride through this wave of paradigm shift better than you could have ever imagined. Join us in Charm Life. Those are the people who are like committed. The people that are in Charm Life and stay on an ongoing basis are committed to making their lives the best possible expression of who they are. And we have layer upon layer upon layer. I am still doing the work that I teach in Charm Life to this day. It's what got me through cancer. It's what's getting me through the rebuilding of my own life, my own business. Yeah. That, to me, that's the place you want to be if you're actually like, I'm changing my life now. I'm going to heal my life. I'm going to heal my body. I'm going to live happy and free. Come join us in Charm Life. You can message me and we'll talk. That is by application only. If you're not serious about it and you're like, or you don't have the money to join us in Charm Life, because we do coaching every week and that program is big. If you don't have the money, come work with me for $40 a month, $40 a month in Hidden Wisdom. Like that is, I have made it affordable. I have different levels of engagement and help that you can come find and work with me. There's no reason y'all can't afford a coffee cup, like a cup of coffee a week, $10 a week, $40 a month. There's no reason you can't, because I know y'all are spending that out on crap that's actually doing more harm than good for your life and your body. So what's the priority? So yeah, go to my website, bernadettegold.com/hidden wisdom if you're into hidden wisdom, or drop me a message and we will talk. Set up a time to jump on a Zoom or jump on a call and talk about whether or not Charm Life is right for you and whether or not you're right for Charm Life. I want committed people. I want people who are coachable. I want people who are open to learning, open to taking responsibility and personal agency for their lives. Those are the people that I can help. Those are the people whose lives change radically on all levels: financial, health, relationships, self-love, self-esteem. That's where it's at. Going to go set up TikTok and Hidden Wisdom. Do you have a TikTok app on your phone, Debbie? Because if you don't already have the TikTok app and you live within the United States, it is not available for download. I read an article that people are literally selling their devices for $25,000 that has the TikTok app on it because it's not in the App Store. So if you missed that boat, you missed that boat. Nothing you can do about it. And that's just where that's at. Literally, nothing you can do about it until the ban is repealed. And if you want to join the rest of the billions of people on TikTok from across the planet, and the 175 million Americans that are active on that app, push your representatives to support the bill to overturn the law that was passed to ban TikTok that was couched in between a humanitarian aid package. Oh, you do have it. Good job. Good job. Hopefully you can use it. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Super excited for what's to come, but I do hope that you guys will make sure you're friends on Facebook on my personal page. Make sure if you are on TikTok, you add and follow me, and that you set it out to join me live, and then engage. If you see my posts over there, comment on them. If you guys want to be content creators or TikTok shop affiliate, you've got goals because you want a side hustle, then I'm all for supporting you too. Like, this doesn't just go one way. I'm a giver. I want to give to you too. If y'all are doing lives over there and you're really looking to up your gift bag, let me know. I'll be there for you. But I do expect you to also support my stuff too. I'm getting rid of the people who aren't. They're promising, but they're just not doing it. It's like, I walk my talk. I want to be with people who walk there. talk. All right. I'll see you guys on the talk. I love you.